My name is Michael Cox. I'm the Senior Database Analyst at Oakland University in Michigan. My roles are I do banner support, but regarding Evisions, I'm the Maps Administrator, and I'm also probably the lead data block designer. I installed the Evisions suite and brought Argos, Maps and Argos up and running, and been going forward with that since. Before we started using Argos, our reporting was total chaos. We had some users using Microsoft Access. Other users were doing their queries. Some people would go into Banner and do screenshots. We had people creating their own databases and Access, keeping their own data. So it was very difficult for people to go into a meeting and have quality data and have the same data. Some of the key challenges we had with our data from Oracle were mainly having it be accurate and consistent amongst reporting. What Argos has done for us is provide us the ability to give accurate, consistent reporting data to our users and customers in multiple ways we can deliver to them. We can do it through a dashboard, we can email it, I can put it on a shared drive. So it's helped us improve our reporting and distribute it. Some of the key challenges we had with our reporting were, one, making sure that our users were authorized to see this data, that they were seeing the same data in Banner that they could see in Argos, and then creating all these connectors to get the data. We have a huge data stewardship program at our university, so a lot of our data stewards, they do not want other departments seeing their data unless you're supposed to be seeing the data. So that was a huge challenge that we had. And one of the key factors I did with that was to, in Argo and Map, you can create connectors. So I've got connectors for almost every department that have specific roles to go get the data just for that area. So it allows us to provide better data security. The challenges that we had with the security, our team was trying to monitor who had access to what data and stuff. So when we did reporting in Banner, we could control it. So we had to make sure that we controlled it through Argos as well. So by using the same Oracle roles that we had in Banner on those specific connectors for each department, we could control what data that department was seeing or that user group was seeing. And we used that through using those roles, but we also used it through using groups and maps. I have groups for every department and subgroups in departments to help control what data blocks they see, and then within that, what dashboards they see. So we had been using the Evisions suite for IntelliCheck and Form Fusion first and Positive Pay. Coming to conferences, we've seen different vendors. Right away when we saw the demonstrations for Argos, by doing the data block design and having the GUI builder with it, it was easy for a lot of our departmental data block designers to start building stuff because they were used to that GUI client that they had in Microsoft Access, and they're almost the same thing. So that was one thing that led us to choosing the tool. The other one, I kind of felt that the people at the conferences, the sessions we were seeing and then talking with the vendors at the session, when we talked to Evisions, the team was great. They've always been very supportive, and that's what made us initially purchase it and, in my opinion, continue to purchase it. One thing we used Argos for and affected our decision on how to do things was, I mentioned that we have a huge data stewardship. We have probably 20 data stewards across all of our different products and data that we have. Initially, that was a manual process of who the data stewards were, tracking. Every year we provide an audit of them to say that they've checked their data to make sure only certain people are getting to the right data and stuff. That was all manual, and it was total chaos. And our CIO was trying to manage it, and it was just too much for her. So I told her, we can use Argos to solve that problem for you. So I created some local tables to track our data stewards and then the roles that go with that, and created a dashboard for the data stewards to go in and track that they do their annual audit, so they can go in as data steward, find their area of responsibility and say, I've completed it, add a comment, submit it, and it timestamps it. And then our CIO and our director of enterprise systems can go in and see which data stewards have completed their annual audit, who haven't, and we can produce a report for that. And then every year our CIO has to give that to our auditors, and this way it's automatic. We also run the reports monthly to tell the data stewards you've completed it, or sorry, you haven't completed it yet. So it allows us to more easily keep track of who's done it and who has not, and follow up with it. My favorite dashboard that I have is probably one I've copied from the co-op. It's the Banner Data Dictionary, and I'm actually presenting on it today. I took it and I added to it to make it kind of mirror what we want and add their things to it. But that allows the central IT department and their distributed supervisor, managers, and data stewards to see our Banner security in a dashboard, and they can go in and look at objects, users, roles, classes, and see who has access to what and how. And also, they can see a specific user and see what they have. They can see who has access to a role. They can compare two users to see why Bob can see something but Ted can't. They can see the differences between the two. I also added functionality in it to do things like when we have a termination or retirement, or even if you want to see someone's total access that they have in the Banner area, they can type in their user ID and you can see that they have access to Banner, BDM, DegreeWorks, Workflow, Evisions. They can see their Banner business profile. So it's a one-stop shop for basically all type of Banner security. And the one thing is I keep adding to it more and more. It's getting to be too big, but it's still a great one-shop tool. By having access to better data, one, we know it's better quality, and it's consistent. In our departments, it's improved the way they report to upper management, because in the old days, each person may have different numbers. If you said how many students are registered, everybody had different numbers. So now we have common data, we have common functions to count data, provide data, so it provides a commonality for reporting to upper management, and I think that's improved a lot of their decision-making on products, and it's really improved our areas for advising, reporting in the registrar's office, and even our financial departments. I've talked to many institutions about when they've asked what could we use for reporting, and I've suggested and recommended Argos. I've demoed stuff to people who are looking at tools to do reporting, and I've explained to them that Argos is a very simple and easy approach to data, to reporting. And my biggest thing is I love dashboards. It's an easy way to present data, whether it's on a report or a dashboard, and allow those users to drill down to more detailed data. You can give them summary counts, you can produce reports, you can do charting, and then the distribution of it is key as well. We can run reports and email them, we can write to shares, so it saves all of our departments time and effort. And so I think that's key. If you look at a product, whether the purchase or not, what can it do for you to save you time and money? How do I see the use of Argos evolving in the future? I think one of the things is, or multiple things is, Argos X. We were part of the initial beta testing of it. I think it's going to be fantastic. We had a huge problem with, in higher ed, a lot of our faculty and staff use Apple computers, and then the technical people tend to use more Windows OS. So we'll have half the people in the Argos client, half the people in the web viewer. Argos X is going to provide a single way for us to go in after reporting. So I think that's going to be huge. We still have to implement that, but I think it's going to be huge. From what I've seen of the demos for Maps X, I think that's going to be huge in providing a lot of information as well and make our jobs easier and provide a better way for our clients, our customers, our staff to see stuff. If I had to summarize what Argos has done for us, I would say Argos has provided a single better way to provide accurate data to numerous people via many ways. What I love about the Evisions Conference is one, learning new things that other schools have done, talking to other schools, talking to the Evisions staff. I think talking to the Evisions staff is great because you find out the new things they're doing. You can talk to them about things you're trying to do, and if you have problems, they'll talk to you. So I think the conference is great for that. I think their portal system is fantastic. I think their support staff are great in answering questions. One thing I love is that how they're always trying to improve their stuff. Like the support portal, they're talking about how they're going to make it better, how they're going to improve the co-op. So I think that's great.